He's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Have you looked at 97p yet?
I have. It's crazy. Oh shoot! I never changed the stream title. That's gonna make
S. S. Trash. Clear off. Oops. I forgot to turn up here. 30. The infrared satellite loop is crazy for 97p. It literally looked horrible 12 hours ago. Now it looks really good. No, that was only 4 hours ago.
I'll go in. And I added the
We're
bio
streaming.
for it.
Yeah, we're kind of streaming right now, so. Look at this satellite loop.
This is your cyclone update and your cyclone seasonal forecast update provided by the Hurricane Watch team.
I sent satellite loop in the chat.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watch team is here with your latest update on Tropical Storm Danilo, Invest 93S, and Invest 97P. As you can see, we're starting off our stream by talking about Invest 97P. As you can see, there's a lot of convection. It's a lot more better organized than it was last time. Lots of heavy rain continues for portions of the northern Australia and parts of Queensland area. Heavy rain continues in this area of Australia. Flooding is expected to occur if it hasn't. Does anybody know if flooding is occurring in Queensland, Australia? Probably gonna go to the Australian Meteorological Services.
I'm gonna check Twitter, because Twitter is usually where a bunch of the images and videos are. I hashtag 97p or something, I don't know. Hashtag 97p.
Alright, let's look at, let's think.
Yo!
Oh, that's
Bruh!
What's up? What's going on?
Latest.
I'm trying to find,
Okay, yeah, there's no video yet.
because I found the Australian Government Bureau of Meteorology, but I'm trying to find where they have, because it says it's current warnings. I was going to go to the radar for... Alright, so here I actually found some radar for Northern Australia. I hope I'm allowed to use this. I think I am. But here's Loop. There is quite some rain. We do have some in the green. So it is about, we do have moderate rainfall occurring in Northern Australia. So this is the region that we're, talking about.
Okay, sorry, I just got home. Hi.
We are looking at the Gulf of Carpentaria. We're looking at the Gulf 128. We're looking at the Gulf of I can't pronounce it. Carpentaria. Radar loop for Invest 97P.
Oh, who made the cover?
The cover.
Yeah, who made the thumbnail?
Lucas. Live on Tropic.
Good job, Lucas.
Yeah, he does a really good job. I gotta give it to him.
Good job, Live on Tropic. Good job. Buddy, I just got home 2 minutes ago. Thank gosh, I'm only like 5 minutes late.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Even if you didn't make it, it's okay.
Yeah. You haven't talked about too much yet, right?
Right. I mean, I'm only in 7 minutes in the stream. 7 minutes and 18 seconds. So this is the latest this is the radar. So I just kind of want to talk about, in terms of heavy rainfall, this is what Australia is seeing and what they are looking at right now. Can I go south? I do want to go south and see. No, that's way too far south. Hold up. So this is single images, radar site information.
I just want to say something, guys. I'm so sorry for being late. Thank God I was only 5 minutes late. So in 5 minutes, you probably only talked a little bit. So thank goodness. But I promise I won't be late to the 10 p.m. one. Sorry, I've just been a little busy today.
It's all right. No, you don't gotta worry about it. You're fine.
No, I'm good now. Don't worry.
That's all right.
So. Yeah, so we definitely do see that heavy rainfall likely to bring major flooding to Australia. Usually that wouldn't bring major flooding, but since it's Australia, they're vulnerable to floods, so they'll probably get major flooding.
Australia isn't vulnerable. It's just the convection in 97p is absolutely massive.
Now
yeah, I saw it.
Here's the thing. Now, after the fires in Eastern Australia... Now, I don't know exactly where all the fires were, but if there were any fires where it was making landfall, the trees haven't had time to come back. And so there's probably not a lot of vegetation to take up that moisture. That's what I'm worried about. All that water's not going to have any place to soak into,
Yeah, that will cause floods, yeah. So what do you think, Lucas? Do you think 93S will form? Me and, Arya don't think so. What do you think?
We're still talking about 97p. I don't think we're talking about it.
Oh, okay, then. Yeah, 97p definitely a very worrying, well, not very worrying, I would say, but pretty worrying system for Australia, Northern Australia, and Northwestern Australia. 93S is dead. 93S has died. It's not an invest anymore.
It's not?
Nope. Go to Weather Nerds. It's not an invest anymore.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Bye-bye.
It gone. Finally. Woo!
It's gone.
My
Finally.
jeez. It was holding off for dear life, and it wasn't even getting anywhere.
Danilo got somewhere, and it's gonna keep getting somewhere.
Yeah, Danilo's gonna get somewhere. Let's take a look at and see what we have.
Wait,
What the
let's go to
heck?
90. What?
HWRF, the simulated IR, it's literally the biggest thing in the world.
Well, yeah, you can't trust simulated IR radar for anything. But okay, so we do see that Invest 97P, Invest 97P does have a lot of convection, definitely, and it's starting to come on shore. I am predicting this will become a Category 1 on the Australian scale, which is a tropical storm on the Saffir-Simpson scale.
I'm saying a low-end tropical storm on the Saffir-Simpson scale. What do you say?
Yeah. A low-end tropical storm on the Saffir-Simpson scale is just a Category 1 on the Australian scale.
By the trends on what's happening so far, just a few hours ago, you could not see any center or any organized system in the invest, but a few hours later, right now, you can see there's blow-ups of convection on all four quadrants of the system, signaling a sign of convection and strengthening, which could mean that we could see this strengthen even further. And I wouldn't be surprised if we could actually get to a tropical cyclone strength for Category 1 on the Saffir-Simpson scale.
I don't think a Category 1, but definitely.
I mean, it's definitely possible because the structure is improving very easily. It's improving very fast, and the sea surface temperatures are in the 30s
Shit.
in Celsius.
What storm are we talking about?
97P.
97P. We're still talking about 97P.
In my own opinion, I don't think it has enough time to reach hurricane or intensity on the Saffir-Simpson scale.
Me either. It's definitely possible, but I don't think so.
Maybe 45 to 50 miles per hour. That's my range. What do you say, Sebastian?
I would say miles per hour range of 30 miles per hour at landfall to 70 miles an hour at landfall.
70 something.
Too low on this system, to be honest. There's nothing stopping it. The shear is good, and the sea surface temperatures are good, and there's nothing really stopping it from strengthening too much. I mean, it has 20 to 36 hours left, and 30 Celsius is already enough for rapid strengthening. For example, Dorian, that was in 28 degrees Celsius, and it rapidly strengthened to a Category 5. So think about what could happen here, as the conditions are very good for strengthening. But the only thing holding back is the time, and so far it's very elongated, so it will need time. But since it will need time to really wrap up and become a nice and circular system. But since the time is running short, we might not see a strong system, but we could still see heavy rainfall and possibly a 60 mile per hour system at landfall.
Well, according to CYCLONE, I don't know if this is accurate. It says the source is Bureau of Meteorology. The Australian government estimates winds at landfall around only 40 miles per hour tomorrow.
I would say that's a little too low. I'm going for around 45 to 50.
That's what I was saying. 45 to 50 miles an hour is my own opinion for this storm. Because it doesn't have a long time. It only has, a day? If that?
Yep.
It only has a day, and a storm can't go through a lot of intensity. There's not a lot. Like, I don't think it's gonna reach hurricane intensity in the next 24 hours, in my opinion. 23 hours from now, it says.
Well, it depends. Well, it depends on where the location. Because if Hannah just had one more day, it could be a Category 2 or even a Category 3. Hannah.
But yeah, we could see a low wind storm here, but it is a little bit of danger here because storms here have been known to rapidly intensify.
Yeah, but I would say that definitely Danilo is definitely a more dangerous threat.
Oh, for sure. But Danilo's gonna have a more dangerous threat. But for for all of it, rain and wind and
Wind.
storm surge.
Mainly wind. But now it's not like the biggest threat for Australia. It's the biggest threat overall, and it's for Mauritius, or whatever you call it. But Mauritius. But that doesn't mean that 97P isn't a big threat. It might not be as big as a threat as Danilo, but it's still a big threat. Like, we're seeing those 90-degree cloud tops starting to come on shore, and I'm 95% sure that we have a lot of 100-degree cloud top, negative 100-degree cloud top, potentially.
Okay, so it says, do you want me to give you the latest update from Australia's meteorological department?
Yeah, because they're the official for that region.
Yeah, I definitely want to use official. I don't want to use something that isn't official because people are gonna think I'm fake.
Well, then you don't look at. Well, then don't look at the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Whoa!
Are you good? You're like melting over there. Like, are you good?
Why? Okay, so let's just say that since I last looked, Danilo has been like extremely organized.
Yes, it is.
I don't think it's strengthened that much. I feel like 97P has improved and looks a little bit more. But I mean,
okay, 97P. I don't think it's as organized, but definitely has higher cloud tops.
But
yeah, well, it's organized faster.
Oh yeah, but Okay, so I just looked at the Joint Typhoon Warning Center pass, and it hasn't changed because it's not the newest update. It's the last time I checked, it's still the same update. But so wow, it looks like Danilo is like a full organized tropical storm. It has a nice center of circulation.
Yeah.
It's been a big.
But just if you go to Tropical Storm Danilo, just look at the convection from the storm. The convection, it's like it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The convection is just huge. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's crazy, right? Like, oh my god.
And we have some bad news. If I originally. I'm just kidding, it's not bad. I originally saw that 93S was going to be really strong and be stronger than 96S. And I thought 93S was going to be a bigger threat to land. No, it was the opposite. It was the literal exact opposite.
Yeah, I thought 96S was going to form later than 93S, and 93S was going to be
93S
2 miles per hour. Or something like that.
Yeah, so I'm expecting that 96S continue to strengthen. A lot of models such as HWRF and the most accurate hurricane model according to Statistics Bureau, they're both showing major hurricane San Francisco scale category 3 to 4 for Danilo, and my predictions also agree with them. But yeah, so let's talk about. So how about for now? Let's talk about the satellite imagery of Danilo. How about that?
Yes, it is still like the Northern Night site, so there is no actual good satellite imagery. For just for the cloud tops, but this is infrared, so you are able to see convection very clearly and very easily. Convection is quite clear to see, and it's very honestly, it's a little intense. Not gonna lie, it's a little intense. So it's pretty crazy, huh?
Also, I like the flag behind you.
Thank you. I finally put my pride flag up. Thank you. I finally put it up because I was like, might as well put it up sooner or later.
Yeah, but we do see that big blow up in convection, like a couple hours ago. Now, of course, there's going to be times where this convection is small and then big. Like, there's going to be times where the convection is, like, small, like a couple hours ago. But then there's going to be times, most times, it's going to be really big, like right now. I think this storm will gain ice eventually. And we are predicting this storm to exist for over a week.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting storm. Now, let's go to the Mauritius meteorology. I don't think they have updated it. I don't know how often these meteorological services will update their sites for a system. But I assume it would be soon. But this is the latest. It's now estimating 987 millibars for Tropical Storm Danilo. Holy shit. That's interesting. 987 millibars. What? And then the other depression, I don't even know why it's on here, but it says that it's weakening, but whatever. And the movement is...
Wait, what?
It says system name and intensity. Tropical depression. January 2nd, 2021, 10 p.m. Position, estimated pressures, 1,000 millibars. Movement is undermined. This system is weakening. No shit. Okay. It's dead.
What is weakening? Oh, 93S?
Yeah, I don't know why that's on here, but whatever.
I was about to say, is it saying Danilo is weakening? Because there's no way Danilo is weakening right now.
If it's anything, it's strengthening quite quickly. It says moderate tropical storm Danilo is moving slowly towards the south-southeast and is experiencing the Fujiwara effect with the tropical depression. Invest 93E. The system is not influencing weather over. I don't know that one anyway. For the coming 4 to 5 days. So
now again, of course, you might be thinking, wait, this is not going to affect. What's the island called again?
I don't know how to pronounce it. Mascaren.
I'm going to call it Mauritius. So you might be thinking this won't affect the Mauritius if it's moving southeast. But then we have to look at the tracks and models because after it goes to the southeast for a very little bit, it's going to turn southwest, right towards the islands.
Correct.
And it will likely make a very close approach to the islands, very strong. And yes, it's likely going to make a very close approach to Mauritius. Very close, most likely. Very close approach is likely. For Mauritius from the cyclone, and that would bring them very big impacts. But then, or it could even make a landfall. So either way, it's most likely at least going to make a very close approach and give them tropical storm to hurricane force impacts, and even higher major hurricane, and maybe hurricane to major hurricane in some parts, and like hurricane to major hurricane wind gusts, and tropical storm to hurricane sustained winds, and that could happen. Because it just makes a closer approach. Even if it just makes a closer approach and not landfall, it's still likely to happen. So Mauritius, you definitely do need to watch out. It's still a little far out, but we have a very good idea of what this is going to do for now, at least. So definitely keep an eye out as this is likely to hit you as of now.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. So here you can kind of see the forecast track for moderate. It's a little bit different, but in this region, they call them tropical depressions, moderate tropical storms, severe tropical storms, tropical cyclone, and intense tropical cyclone. But right now, it is considered a MTS, a moderate tropical storm, Danilo. And the forecast track from the Meteorological Service for Mauritius keeps it at a moderate tropical storm. I believe that later on...
Did you just say Russia?
No, moderate tropical storm.
Wait, where is this from, though? What forecast?
This is from the Meteorological Services for Mauritius.
Hey, I don't see their track happening at all. It's not going to be moving directly south. It can't move directly south. The way the Earth moves, it just doesn't let it do that. Now that's only like a 2-day forecast cone.
Yeah, and it's going to eventually turn southwest.
Yeah, eventually southwest towards the island, likely in their cone, eventually making a very close approach to Mauritius, or a landfall, or a very close approach at least. Which again, I mentioned the impact for a very close approach and landfall earlier. So at least a very close approach, most likely, which would still bring them probably the same impact as a landfall. So and it's probably going to make a very close approach or landfall at its near or at its peak. So that's very bad.
Yes, it's gonna be bad for Mauritius, Reunion, Rodriguez. Definitely those three islands are the main islands I'm worried about, but you have the surrounding islands that are still gonna be affected, like St. Brandon, even Madagascar, or they're gonna get some swells. It's not gonna be as intense as what Mauritius and Reunion and Rodriguez is going to be experiencing, but they're still gonna get some swells, not as bad, but they're still gonna have some swells. So we're all gonna have to be looking at a lot of these countries at the same time.
Yeah. So what for Mauritius, whether it's a close approach on the right or left side, whether it's a landfall, they're most likely still going to get at least tropical storm and hurricane force wind gusts sustained. I mean, no. Sorry about that. Whether the storm makes a close approach to Mauritius on the right or left, it's most likely going to be at, or if it makes a landfall, whether it's a close approach to the island Mauritius on the right or left, or if it's a landfall, they're most likely at least going to get tropical storm and hurricane force sustained winds and hurricane and major hurricane force wind gusts.
So there is some good news though. Although it might not happen. The storm actually might start weakening in about a day as it starts entering very unfavorable conditions, including shear, and GFS makes the shear so high that it makes it so weak that it just starts floating away as just some.
I don't agree with GFS.
But every single model here does show some weakening and possibly even weakening to a tropical depression, but which is stopping it from becoming very strong when it enters Mauritius.
I'm pretty sure the GFS is the only model that's showing that.
No. HWT is showing some slight weakening after it absorbs 93S, and after that it's like about tropical depression strength, but after a while it starts strengthening again, which could be a halt in strengthening, which can make the impacts on Mauritius less impactful and less damaging.
So according to
that's not likely. It's not. That's when you get a Fujiwara effect. Sometimes it weakens the system, but it usually doesn't halt the strengths. It's not moving into extremely.
It's not about effect. I didn't say anything about the Fujiwara effect halting it. I was talking about unfavorable conditions that it's entering, not directly the Fujiwara effect.
Yeah, but either way, it's most likely still going to make a very close approach or landfall in Mauritius and probably be a major hurricane still.
But for right now, we can agree that this storm is intensifying. It is going through a convection, and it could, I'm surprised it hasn't, it's still it has strengthened some, but, even maybe by tomorrow evening, this could be a cyclone.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say that it would weaken much, and if it does, it'd probably still be around the same strength, still probably a major hurricane once it makes a close approach or at its peak or a landfall on Mauritius. Either way, it's most likely still going to be a major hurricane as of now, at least, most likely Cat 3 to 4, and a big threat to Mauritius. And either way, it's most likely going to bring, whether a close approach or landfall, still the impacts I said earlier at least. So this is a very bad situation.
Yeah, so current wind speeds 45 knots, about 52 miles per hour. Maximum predicted wind speed is 70 knots, about 81 miles per hour at Thursday, January 7th, 2021 at 6 a.m. Its wind hazards are Mauritius, Rodriguez, and Agaliga. Hold up. I'm having a hard time pronouncing the name of this storm this storm. Okay. Let's talk about okay. Modern tropical storm Danilo is moving slowly towards the south-southeast and is experiencing the Fujiwara effect with tropical depression Invest 93S. So it is not influencing weather. Okay. So again, like we said, it's not going to be affecting for the next 5 days, direct effects. But again, we still have to remember, we're going to have these swells. And oftentimes, if you're out there, you're swimming in the waters, and when a hurricane or a tropical system, it may be 400 to 500 miles away from where you're at, but these swells that it produces can cause rip currents and can kill people. It's happened before, and probably most likely, I'm pretty sure it happened with Hurricane Florence off the coast of North Carolina. But these storms, they create these swells. It's bad, and it can kill people. It's really ugly. The latest
The wind is definitely the biggest threat.
Absolutely, the winds, the rain, the storm surge, it's going to depend on how strong the storm is, and if it makes a direct landfall, storm surge is going to be really rough. And there's about 1.2 million people who live in Mauritius, so there's a lot of people who are not in the best, position right now. It's going to be rough.
There is some good news. You still have time to prepare. It's still a couple days away. You still have a good amount of time, so definitely keep a watch. Definitely keep a watch. And once it gets closer, you should start preparing.
Yes. Latest observations in satellite imagery show that moderate tropical storm Danilo is slightly better organized compared to yesterday. Gusts in the southern sector are estimated to be around 100 kilometers an hour. At 10 hours this morning, Saturday, January 2nd, 2021, moderate tropical storm Danilo was centered at 1,840 kilometers to the northeast of Mauritius in latitude 10.5 degrees east and longitude 72 degrees east. Its distance relative to Rodriguez is about 1,360 kilometers to the northeast. Danilo is temporarily moving slowly towards the north. The second tropical depression located... Okay, why are we even talking about that? No one cares. No one cares about tropical depression Invest 93S. Outlook and weather models.
It's sad.
Say what?
It's sad.
It's sad, yes. But I don't think I need to read that about Invest 93S. Do y'all think I should or no?
No.
Okay.
I have something to say about what Sebastian said. You have time to prepare. I mean, I don't think you should start saying that you should prepare already. It's literally 1 week in the modeling, and we have no way for sure that it's going to impact Mauritius. We can't just say you're going to get impacted by a storm that might not even get to that place.
It's rough. Alright, so moderate tropical storm Danilo is likely...
I would like to jump in for a minute. I actually do agree with Lucas. It's a little too far out right now for me to say that it's a big, big impact to Mauritius because it's on the modeling only. And I don't even think the actual, the actual agency of MFR, Media France, says right now impact on Mauritius. So we'll see what happens. It could change.
So again, yeah, like Danilo said and Lucas, even the meteorological organization for Mauritius says the final trajectory of Danilo is still uncertain. The system will not directly influence the islands of the Republic of Mauritius for the next 5 days. So yes, again, we don't know exactly what it's going to do, but we still need to keep a watch, and we still need to, and people there still need to be prepared to evacuate and move, and I don't know, leave. I don't fucking know. I don't live on an island, but be prepared. Sorry about that. I was like, I don't know what you do if you're on an island when there's a hurricane, but be prepared to get on a plane, go to another country or something. I don't know.
I don't think they're rich enough for an airport.
Go to France. I don't know. Go to Madagascar. Do another country. But for all seriousness, be prepared for the storm. If you need to evacuate the island and go to a larger landmass away from the storm, please do. It's better to be safe than sorry. And if this is a bad storm and it is as bad as we think it could be, don't
say we didn't tell you.
Yeah, don't say we didn't tell you. It would be like, we've been talking about this since it formed. Invest 96S and Invest 93S. Two systems. But
Nobody cares about 93S.
I'm just saying that out loud in case they forget about that we talked about it. But if this does come, please, I want everyone to be prepared. You know, if this is as bad as we think, we do expect, you know, heavy rainfall, strong gusty winds, storm surge. Don't already just, you know, assume that it's gonna miss y'all because if you look here at the forecast, if you look at the models, the spaghetti models, let me pull them up.
They're heading right towards you, or right near you.
According to this, they're actually none of them actually hit them. Most of them just kind of fizzle off and just.
What the heck?
No, literally, look. Well, some of them get close to it, but.
I'm so confused about that.
See it?
Wait. Let me check what spaghetti models those are, because I think I know what models those are. They are not the GEFS. They're not not the main model. Oh, they're the GEPS tracks, the worst model in history.
Okay.
Jets.
They're the worst model.
The Jets.
They always.
But anyway, this is what this model is showing, or these models all over the map are showing. None of them making a direct landfall, but a few of them getting close, but some of them just fizzling out and kind of dancing around and going in circles is what they're showing. But regardless, regardless of what the models say, we have better thoughts than what the models say. I want everyone to be prepared. It's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes down to, you know, being prepared for a tropical system headed for your country or the area that you live in. Please be prepared for the storm. This could be ugly or it could be nothing, but always think the worst that's going to happen, because it's always better to be safe than sorry.
Always prepare for the worst is the saying. Always prepare for the worst.
Absolutely. Alright, they said look at the models for Danilo and 97P. Alright, let's look at the models.
What, 97P? Oh, 97P. Ah.
Did you forget about it already?
So on the modeling for Danilo, when
we have a website? Oh, that's their Twitch.
When it turns, it's like that big arc where it starts turning back to the southwest. That part you might see some slight weakening, because you can see that when it does start slowing down a bit and possible weakening happens. Well, the HWRF is showing it possibly going down tropical storm status, but after that big bend, you may see it strengthen again. And at least we could have something to hope that it's not going to be as strong when.
Yeah. Oh, after a little weakening, HWRF shows it strengthening to a Cat 4.
The fuck?
No, it's not. The 12Z only shows a moderate tropical storm.
Because it's going off the GFS kind of, and GFS is trash. Also, why do you even trust
GFS
HWRF?
is trash too much. I think it's just thinking that it's going to be too strong. I don't think it's being too bad. I mean, the only thing that's really it's being too bad is that it's making the shear way too big. But I mean, I still agree with the GFS that is going to start weakening when it turns.
Oh crap, that's bad. Oh no, Euro show it died 46 millibars again. No, I'm out. I'm moving to Canada.
You don't even live near there.
Care.
It's been too far up that it's going to be a category.
I'm moving to Canada.
Too far out, really, to make an actual judgment on whether or not it would get that strong.
I think it definitely could, but we have to see.
We have to wait.
The max I would say is probably 130 miles per hour. If there's no shear, the conditions are prime and the future temperatures are good. But it's probably
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
look at Euro again to see how close it gets.
Alright, you go for it, buddy.
Let's see how close it gets. The island is kind of covered up at one point, so that's not good. Yeah, it's kind of covered up at one point.
It's a little covered up. That's not a good thing now, is it? It's a little covered up. I think we're screwed. Okay, time to move to Canada. Goddamn it.
Time to move to Canada.
Oh, jeez. What are they showing for this system?
Oof. Is what we should say.
Oh, shit.
Because
Well, the
What?
H wharf brings the storm to 78 knots at 983 millibars for Invest 97p. Oh, wait, that's 850 millibars. Okay, never mind. No wonder. Just kidding. Oh, okay. I freaked out. It scared me for a second. I was like, oh, shit. 85 miles an hour. Okay, no, okay.
got
51
lagged
knots.
out.
It freaked me out
What?
for a second. I'll be honest.
Sorry, got lagged. What does H-Wharf show it at?
51 knots. I'm sorry. It scared me, okay? I thought it said 80 miles. I thought it said 90 miles. It said 78 knots, but that was at 850 millibar, and it scared me. I'd be like, oh, shit. We dead. They screwed. They got about 18 hours left, and they got a storm making landfall. And it's at 06Z. Isn't that like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m.? Oh, my God.
I saw Euro was showing less impacts for the island in this run. It was the complete opposite.
It actually shows winds reaching max intensity in 15 hours at maximum wind speed at 58 knots.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
What?
Why?
Everything I've seen, the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, the Meteo France, and a lot of other stuff disagree with that. Why would it peak in 15 hours?
No,
I don't get
about
that.
Invest 97p.
Okay, no, I get that, yeah. Okay, so we're getting wind gusts for Mauritius of around 137 miles an hour and 143 mile per hour wind gusts at the center for Euro. Euro has been so consistent on it, and it worries me that it's rated the best hurricane model.
I don't really
Not
think any
always.
of the models. I don't really think any of
depends.
the models are good this year. They've all been equally trash.
Well, no, this is a new year, though.
New year, new models, new me.
Possibly GFS correct. Nah, that's never gonna happen.
GFS correct? Nah, you're screwed.
It's not been correct since 1998.
Speechless. Speechless. No.
I mean, that was
Well, I feel like you guys are. I feel like we might be trashing the modeling too much, especially the GFS from what I've seen.
I'm definitely going to trash
Yeah.
GFS because it's being stupid. It
This
shows
doesn't show strong
IOTA
storm.
a category 3.
what?
Well, here's the thing: operational models really can't pick up on rapid intensification. That's not their thing. That's more for the hurricane model. So the operational models can really just go so far when it comes to hurricane forecasting. They just
Okay, thank you for telling me that. I did not know that. Okay, thank you for that.
it really can't pick up on everything.
I'm going
Well,
mostly with Euro.
At least the GFS was correct. I mean, the GFS is pretty good. I mean,
If you say it was pretty correct this year,
it can be good sometimes.
Okay, yeah, not every model is good all the time.
Yeah, and at least it predicted a lot of storms correctly, including a ton of new storms. But I mean, I think we're just trashing it too much because we're overestimating how much models can predict that far out. I mean, a 384-hour out modeling a model. What do you expect on their accuracy? I mean, look at this.
0.
This ain't 384 hours out, though.
It's a lot.
Well, here's the thing. It would be more suggestive that we use modeling as a tool rather than like the fortune teller, like they're telling us what exactly will happen. But we would rather use it as a tool as like sort of like a guide, if you will, to like, oh, the models show this. Okay, they're trying to indicate, analyze what the model is saying, and try to and look at your observations and compare and contrast instead of just throwing it out because we're overestimating how much they can forecast in the long range, like Lucas said.
Yeah,
I kind of want to analyze that. That Euro is analyzing that everybody is gonna die in Mauritius. That's what they're analyzing.
That's kind
No,
of.
I'm just kidding. Not everybody's gonna die. I'm just saying it's a lot of damage. When I say everybody's gonna die, it's just another word for this is bad. This might be a strong system. Keyword might. Keyword might.
I think that might be wish casting right now.
I am.
yeah. And
For what?
if some model is not going the way that you think that's going to happen, just look at what's happening. It's not like they're just throwing out some random thing. Look at what they're talking about. There has to be some reason for what they come to the conclusion for
I
this.
know. What am I doing? I'm not.
Like,
I'm
I
not
mean,
a baby.
like
I'm not a baby that
GFS.
doesn't know what
I
it
mean,
was.
it's this model. What it's showing right now, it's not really what I think, but I mean, it could. What's stopping it from being so strong on the GFS could be a sign, could be a factor of weakening on systems, but not weakening.
Don't say shear maps. Don't you dare say shear maps.
Why would I say shear maps?
The shear maps are so inaccurate.
Why would I use it?
Exactly. That's a
I've
great
never
question.
used it before.
No. Then good job. You have earned the Good Meteorologist Award. Because you shouldn't use shear maps. Just use current shear. I feel like that's the only shear thing you can trust.
Soundings can be pretty good too.
Yeah, true. Okay, so Euro is showing a okay, let's say maybe a landfall here it is. Maybe 20-25 miles offshore. So from Mauritius, that's what you're showing.
Look at the insight and the shear for the Australian.
That's bad, but ENSO doesn't really affect the Indian Ocean a whole lot.
I need to learn how to use photographs. I heard they're like really good for like
they are
for like shears, but I'm not really an expert.
It depends how far out you go. Just kidding.
Well, I do know how to read on those soundings when there's dry air. I know how to define that.
Yeah.
By the way, the Panama City radar got knocked out in the slight risk, in the marginal risk severe storm the other way.
Alright, so live on tropics, look at the ENSO and the shear, the Australian region and the Southwest Indian Ocean. Where do I get a shear map?
What? What are you talking about? Those exist? For the Southern Indian Ocean. Do you mean sea surface temperatures?
Live on tropics, look at the ENSO and the shear for the Australian region and Southwest Indian Ocean. Current shear.
I have those maps.
Current shear. Let me find it.
Yeah, I don't know where to get a map of the current shear in that region. I need
because here's the problem when you because you can really only trust current shear. Like you can't even trust shear maps 6 hours out because that's where models start 6 hours out, and like I remember once if like a model was showing like 40 knots of shear and there was no shear at all. I really remember that. I know it really messed up my predictions. So I never used shear maps after that.
You know what? I actually kind of feel people trash shear maps a little bit too much. Honestly, I mean they're not accurate, but because they're in the past, but they can be used as a tool to kind of guide what the latest analysis of shear is, so we can kind of get somewhat of a guide as to what we could be expecting. But of course, you can't put too much trust in it.
I would say the temperatures right now where the system is going to be going is 38, not 38 degrees Celsius. What the heck am I doing? No, I said that wrong. Maybe 28 to 31 degrees Celsius. Yeah. And then, of course, so the temperature around, I would say the temperature around Mauritius is around 29 to 30 degrees Celsius. And then, of course, eventually after Mauritius, the sea surface temperatures won't get that favorable and it will likely weaken a lot. So, yeah, I'm going to look at the hazards thing, extreme hazards thing. And it's going to be, like, really bad. I know it. No, that's bad. Let's just, like, hide under our beds because that's not nice. Oh, these extreme forecasters are the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You know why I know? You know how I know?
How do you know?
Because how does a category 2 how does a tropical storm do more hazards than a category 3 hurricane? Tell me that. It doesn't. Like, yeah, so according to this extreme forecasting, a category 2, no, not a category 2, a tropical storm does more impacts than a category 4. Anyway, so yeah, I'm never using that again. It's horrible. Weather warnings. Oh, they have something for weather warnings? How do they know the weather warnings for tomorrow?
What are you looking at? We're talking about storms. Tropical storms. What are you talking about?
Windy.
For what?
Tropical cyclones.
I thought you said windy wasn't good.
Oh, no, that one, well, it depends what you're looking at, windy. Like the extreme forecast one, not good, but yeah. So yeah, 93S is dead.
You've been saying
Are we glad it's dead? Are we glad that it's dead?
Yes.
I don't like 93S.
No one does.
It was so annoying. It was like, I'm coming back. Oh no, I'm dying. Oh no, I'm coming back. Oh no, I'm dying. Oh no, I'm coming back. Like, that's what it was like. I just did a weird voice for that.
The storms could talk. Oh,
But like the convection kept dying and coming back. It was so annoying.
I'm like, you die or just be here, like Jesus.
Like, come on, just stay. I'm pretty sure 93S died a lot because 96S absorbed it. Or Danilo. Danilo, you absorbed 93S. I think.
Good job.
You ate it.
Oh.
Good job. We didn't like it, so good job.
You ate it. You.
You got rid of something we didn't like. Anyway, I guess I'll wrap it up, I guess.
Anything else we need to talk about? Any more comments, questions, or concerns in the chat?
Current shear, somebody said. Yeah, we don't know how to look at that.
I already showed people it.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, anything, we'll give you guys 30 seconds, and if it's going to take longer than 30 seconds to say something, just say, I have something I want you to look at really quickly, and then we'll give you more time.
They have a delay too.
So these storms are not systems to mess around with, of course. I don't think you don't even mess out around with tropical depressions. Anyway, okay, it's been around 30 seconds. I guess. No, I was kidding. No, it's not. Okay, now it's been 30 seconds around that. Okay, we hope you enjoyed this video. We will all see you at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. East. Oh, temps. Somebody said temps. Water temps? Okay. Good job, Live on Tropics. We were almost going to leave you there. Okay, we'll give you your temps.
All right, here are the temperatures for Invest 97P. Please wait, it is currently loading.
Wait, there's something for that? Wait, where do you look at that? How do you do that?
It's in
My
tropical.
mind is confusion.
Weather
Is it
nerds.
trop-
Holy shit. Sorry, my bad. What are these water temperatures? It's purple. 31 degrees? Sorry. Shit. Oh my god.
Okay, 31 degrees.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I get why it's straightening so fast now.
Holy freak. 31 degrees. Well, 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Wait, what? What is 31 C to F? Holy freak.
Something in the 80s or 90s. Probably the high 80s or low 90s.
I think. I need to use my brain.
Let me look.
87.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wait, what is it?
87.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whoa! Oh, that's hot.
Man.
Well, that is your temp. What the heck? What am I looking at? Oh, my brother has to stop watching Coco Melon on my iPad. Oh my gosh. And for Danilo. Danilo, what are your water temps?
I don't know.
I love joking around with you.
Alright, let's take a look at the water temperatures for Danilo.
Danilo. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
We're about to find out. Let's see.
Okay, let's see.
It's about 29 degrees centigrade.
Ooh, that's hot. Okay. I will check for you what Fahrenheit that is. 29 Celsius in Fahrenheit. 84.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay.
That's still
And
pretty
yeah,
hot.
I guess I'll about wrap it up. Yeah, still really hot. So anyway, I guess I'll about wrap it up. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, turn on notifications, like and share with your friends and family. I'm trying to get Arya to 400 subs by February. So let's make that happen. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you all at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Time. We hope you enjoyed, and
let's see.
Live on Tropics has a question.
And finally, the HWRFP SST's forecast for both storms. All right.
Okay, we'll see that, I guess.
All right, let's get back to this. All right, let's go to the
Yay! Live on Tropics giving us stuff.
All right, 97P. Let's take a look at thermodynamics and look at sea surface temperatures.
97P, I have breaking news. It's been just issued a tropical cyclone formation alert.
Oh no, what? That's bad.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Tropical
cyclone weather alert. All right, let's see the text. Oh, too much stuff. Formation formation of a significant tropical cyclone is possible within 130 nautical miles either side of a line from 15.9 degrees south, 138.2 degrees east, from 17.6 degrees south, 142.6 degrees east, within the next 12 to 24 hours. Available data does not justify insurance. No, I almost said insurance. Issuance of numbered tropical cyclone warnings at this time. Winds in the area are estimated to be 25 to 30 knots. METSAT imagery indicates that the circulation center is located near 16 degrees south, 138.4 degrees east. The system is moving southwestward at 6 knots. Remarks to the area convection, Invest 97P, previously located near 15.6 degrees south, 137.7 degrees east, is now located near 16 degrees south, 138.4 degrees east, approximately 59 nautical miles northwest of Mornington Island, Australia. Animated enhanced infrared satellite imagery, radar imagery, and 89 gigahertz microwave image depict formative banding wrapping into a consolidating low-level circulation centered with flaring convection throughout. Environmental analysis reveals Invest 97P is in a favorable environment for development with a low moderate 15 to 20 knots. Vertical wind shear, strong outflow aloft, warm 30 to 31 degrees centigrade sea surface temperatures. Global models are in general agreement that Invest 97P will continue to track east-southeastward while steady intensifying. Near Tau, or TAU, 24, the system is expected to make landfall, become stationary, and begin dissipating. Maximum sustained surface winds are estimated at 25 to 30 knots. Minimum central pressure is estimated to be 998 millibars for a depression. Not even a depression. Wow. The potential for the development of a significant tropical cyclone within the next 24 hours is high.
Okay. So next up there will likely be a high area. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video.
We still have to look at sea surface temperatures. My poor man wants
Exactly. I was about to say, oh no, wait, we're forgetting something.
So again, this is where it currently is at. And it's currently moving southeast. And it's going to make landfall right there near, I forgot the name of that town, but, and it's going to just dissipate, over that region of Australia. So, time to look at tropical storm. Wait, what?
What the? I am confusion.
Bruh. They have Invest 97P and Invest 93S. I can't look at tropical storm Danilo sea surface temperatures.
How is this possible? Go to HMOD.
Right. No storms.
Go to HMOD.
It doesn't have any storms.
Bruh. Okay, I'm sorry, but we can't, because I don't think HWARF or any other thing have it, so, sorry. We hope you enjoy. So do you just end it now?
Yes, that's going to be it for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and we will talk.
We will see you all at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share if you haven't. And share with your friends and family if you haven't. We hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Live on Tropics, for all the questions. We will be talking about these invests and tropical cyclones more at in the next video. We hope you enjoyed and have a nice afternoon. Enjoy your Saturday. Bye.
Peace out, y'all.